Those who believe in fact know it's a tale. Others who believe in tales know it's a fact. It was only a few days after a battle was fought on Sleepy Hollow ground. There was a young girl who just lost her newly wedded husband to the battle, or so she thought. And a young soldier who found himself in a war, no longer knowing what side to be amongst. One evening, as the young girl strolled along a pumpkin patch, she found a young soldier lying in the pumpkins. The most beautiful man she'd ever laid her eyes upon. He was a wounded man from the war and laid awaiting his death. The young soldier wore a red coat. He was an enemy. Scared, she turned to leave, when the young soldier spoke only for a moment. It was the most beautiful sound she had ever heard. She knew she could not leave this creature alone to die, even if the young soldier were an enemy. Several nights passed, and the young girl stayed to the young soldier's side, healing his wounds and nursing him back to health. Until one night, the young soldier awoke, fearful of his life, but thankful for his angel. He told the young girl what had happened. The young soldier was once a schoolmaster and taught his pupils right from wrong. He joined the war as a horseman, knowing what was right. But as the war went on, his head told him one story and his heart told him another. He could no longer face the war, for he no longer even knew what side he was really on. So the young soldier ran. As the young soldier ran, he came across a wounded man. The young soldier's head told him to run, but his heart knew he must help the wounded man. Listening to his heart, the young soldier took pity on the wounded man and carried him to a nearby barn so that the wounded man might live. As the young soldier began to leave, the wounded man, being an enemy of the young soldier, took out his gun and fired upon the young soldier, striking him to the ground. The wounded man left the young soldier for dead. The next time the young soldier awoke was when the young girl had mercifully saved his life. For that, he called the young girl his angel. As days went by, the young girl and the young soldier started to fall deeply in love. Rumors of an enemy spy being harbored by the young girl started to swirl throughout the town. The townsfolk took it amongst themselves to find the truth, and one night showed up at the young girl's dwelling. The townsfolk were not the only ones that night who barged into the young girl's home, for the wounded man also came through the door. The young girl froze in fear at the sight of the wounded man, for he was the young girl's husband, who had been spared by the young soldier. The young soldier was drugged by the townsfolk to the pumpkin patch, for the town would not listen to the young girl who screamed in anguish. It was here, in the pumpkin patch, that the young soldier spoke with his heart for the last time to his angel. It was the young soldier's first time he had used his head, and knew that he and his angel were never to be together, and it was here, in a pumpkin patch, that the wounded man took revenge and punishment for his wife's love of the young soldier. Taking an axe to the young soldier's head, he would never be able to see with his eyes the young girl no more. Years went by, and the girl sat in the pumpkin patch mourning her lost love. It is said that before she died, she laid a curse on all of Sleepy Hollow for her young soldier, the horseman, to rise and take revenge on the town. And for the folks who believe in tales, they know this is a fact. The horseman rides looking for his angel and destroying all who enters his path.